How do you know when your loaf is baked? Okay, so this is just come straight out of the oven. It's a sourdough loaf. I'm going to put the temperature probe right to the centre of the loaf there. It reaches 90 degrees. In fact, it's gone over. It's now 96, 97. So we know that it's definitely baked. Once it reaches 90 degrees centigrade, you know that that loaf is fully baked, okay? So other indicators are it sounds hollow when knocked, it feels light, it's hot, and it is uniformly golden all the way around. Okay, so that's the sourdough. That is a very hot Dutch oven. The same applies whether you're baking a yeasted loaf or a sourdough loaf. 88 degrees is the official figure, but I always just check that it reaches 90 in the centre of the loaf. So it's dead on the centre that you want to try it. Be aware that if you have added goodies such as dates in the loaf, they will be hotter. Okay, so make sure that you're getting a couple of readings from something that's filled with fruit, because they get very hot in the oven. It might give you a false reading. If you're looking at something smaller like a roll, then you can leave it at 85 degrees centigrade. You will know then that it's baked fully. As it's a small roll, it will set as it cools. Okay, 85 degrees. But my general rule is if it says 90, it's baked. Now it's really important that you leave it to cool fully once it is baked. If I was to slice into this bread now with it still being hot straight from the oven, or even just warm, you would look at it and think, well, that needed baking longer because it looks underbaked. What happens is, as the loaf cools, the water evaporates from the inside. The gelatinized starches inside this loaf set as it cools. So the crumb structure is not yet set in a really hot loaf, okay? So you need it to cool fully for the crumb structure to properly set. So leave it to cool before slicing into it, or you'll think you should have baked it for longer. Okay, so with a sourdough, I leave it for several hours before slicing into it. With the yeasted bread, an hour is probably enough time before you can eat it.